Cloudy but dry here in Landover. 60 degrees here in the second day of January. Very pleasant conditions outside. Well, the playoff picture as we enter today, the Eagles can clinch a postseason spot with the win today, plus a Vikings loss later tonight versus Green Bay. Plus they would need one of the two things to happen, either a New Orleans loss or a San Francisco win. So that's the picture for Nick Sirianni.
Win, and you keep it alive.
We got time later to go over the game.
Good.
Philly 1, Alexa defer. Washington starts with the ball, and they start on the ground with Jared Patterson. This is a Eagles defense, meanwhile, that's been stingy, allowed the 5th fewest yards in the NFL.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I think one of the guys that's really solidified this defense in recent weeks is 57. That's TJ Edwards. He really ties the front end and the back end together. Great when it comes to communication. The green dot guy never leaves the field, and he's really tied it together for this defense over the last 6, 7, 8 weeks.
Kenneth Gainwell is back to return for Philadelphia. And this will sail through the back of the end zone. Jalen Hurts, Pro Bowl alternate this year, 2 weeks ago versus Washington, set a single-season Eagles record for the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Ran for 2 scores. He threw for nearly 300 plus a touchdown.
Tell you what, the kid has just shown so much maturity in his growth process, the way he's led this football team. He's played through an ankle injury. He has really done a phenomenal job and such a threat in the running game.
Well, this is the best running game in the league, but Mark, it's a pass catcher that's caught your eye.
Yeah, it really is. Dallas Goedert is one of those guys who got the opportunity to be that full-time guy when they made the trade for Ertz out to Arizona. And let me just tell you, man, complete player. He can be a Y guy at the end of the line of scrimmage, dominate the line of scrimmage, block defensive ends, but he's a threat down the football field, crossing the football field, great receiver, and they love to get in these 2 tight end bunch formations.
A 4-year extension for Goddard in November after the trade. That's how much Philadelphia believes in him. Motion Goddard to the backfield, and on play action. Hurts sets, complete. Devontae Smith catch and run, and a big gain for Philadelphia. Pushed out of bounds by Bobby McCain.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. He's just such a smooth route runner. Everything is effortless. At the top of the route, see a little push right there on Johnson. No problem. And then just his ability to turn back up. Just a little comeback route. Something simple right there. 2-man, you had a back in the flat. Devontae Smith running the curl, but he just does it so effortlessly. I think that's the thing that sets him apart. It almost is like he's not even given any energy, and then all of a sudden you're beat.
Well, that's good for 30 yards. He's got a chance today to set a club rookie receiving record. Hurts keeps, puts his foot on the ground, and brought down inside the 40 by Casey Toohill. On 2nd and 4, good run from Boston Scott. Well, Scott last week 12 carries, 41 yards. Hurts surveying, now tucks. Eyes downfield, and he will run out of bounds. Hurts second among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards, trailing only Lamar Jackson. He's their second leading rusher. He's got a chance to end today as the Eagles' top rusher with the injury to Sanders.
Yeah, he certainly hasn't run as much in the last couple of games, but you saw him on that early run. He had the ankle. Man, he put that foot in the ground. He juked a linebacker, David Mayo, and got himself about 6, 7 yards. So it certainly looks as though his ankle is just fine when it comes to running the ball.
Philadelphia, one of the best 3rd down teams in the league. On 3rd and 6, they go empty for Hurts. Design roll. And it's complete but short. He finds Quez Watkins for the first time today. Philadelphia defensively as well. Hargrave and Cox. Second drive for Washington. They start on the ground with Patterson, who scored a touchdown on the opening drive. Heineke spreading the wealth. 1st and 10. Empty set. Heineke moving his feet. Shuffling. Almost falls. And just heaves. It's intercepted. Oh, what a poor decision. A flag is out. He could not get it out of bounds. Jannard Avery, it would be his first of his career.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're going to get a penalty on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jonathan Williams out of the line of scrimmage. Ball is out. Washington appears to have fallen on it. Heineke under center. Dax Milne gets his first touch. The rookie out of BYU, and Alex Singleton, leading tackler for the Eagles for the second straight season.
Watch the leverage angle that he traces with right here. He's just going to come to the edge, but watch the leverage. See how he stays outside free, and then he comes back inside, letting the rest of the defense come in there. But you don't want to get beat to the sideline. So you want to stay outside of that. Just make that receiver, make that running back run back inside to where all your help is.
He's coming off a monster game with a pick 6. 3rd and 8 now. Heineke over the middle, and it's caught but tackled right away. Going nowhere. Cam Sims, his second reception. 4th down. Well, it's time to celebrate. Fox Super 6 has given away over $6 million in cash prizes, and you still have a chance to win even more today. Scan the QR code now to enter Fox Super 6's NFL Sunday Challenge for a free chance at $100,000. It's not too late to enter. Play now. First and 10 from the 20. On the ground. Good run there from Boston Scott to get things going.
Clark just sitting on that route. Matthew Stafford got to clean it up a little bit. As Carissa mentioned, 3 interceptions last week.
Meanwhile, a 4-yard run on first down. 2nd and 6. Hurts with all kinds of time. And he's able to fire a strike and complete. Second catch made by Devontae Smith.
You know, one of the things to look for all day long right here, the eyes of your quarterback. Where is he looking? And the mesh point. Is it a zone read? When he keeps his eyes up, he's going down the football field. More RPO game, more throwing the ball down the field. When he's really engaged in that running back and holding that in and looking at that defensive end.
Hurts from his own 30. And it's complete. First catch by Dallas Goedert, who had a career day a couple of weeks ago, 135 yards the last time he saw Washington. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second drive in progress for Jalen Hurts. Hurts sets up. Out of the backfield finds Scott. Gain of 4. Underneath. Again, Scott. Good catch and run. Brought down just shy of the 20 by safety Cam Curl.
Yeah, and you're just running these tight ends out, right? You got this stack formation out here, and this is just called a little Texas route by the running back. So you're eating up people, you're eating up space with those big bodies, and then get little Boston Scott out of the backfield right there. Really nice route underneath, very hard to cover.
That's good for 19 yards. On 1st and 10. Hurts with a pump, now flushed. Throwing on the run. Goddard has it caught, complete. And he's down inside the 5. 1st and goal for Philadelphia.
Watch Goddard too on this. First off, it's the pressure, right? You've got to be able to avoid pressure. There it is, get out on the run. But Goddard just changing his route, understanding his quarterback's under duress. See him look over the inside shoulder, now flip it around. Give my guy a target out there. Give my guy some help. Really nice adjustment.
On 4th and goal, the give up the middle. Boston Scott plunges ahead. And on 4th and goal, Boston Scott finds pay dirt, and Philadelphia is on the board.
Nice combination inside. Trust in your offensive line. And that's center, right guard, Watch this right here. Watch these guys work up to that second level. The quickness, getting off. Look at Kelsey climb to the second level. And look at that, just massive humanity just get mashed into that end zone. And that's what you do. Will you trust your big guys up front? That's what we've done. We're going to lean on these guys. Just a straight handoff to Boston Scott. Touchdown.
There's Jake Elliott for the point after, and it is good. 10-7 our score. The league's top rushing offense leaning on exactly that. Boston Scott's 6th touchdown of the year gets Philadelphia on the board.
Want more stats? Just ask Siri, who leads the league in receiving touchdowns.
Now the Pro Bowler Jonathan Allen showing some emotion on the sideline after that 4th down touchdown run. This will go through the back of the end zone. Check, last 5 games, just 12 receptions. Patterson trying to find an outie to cut up. Not much there. Heineke pressure. Heineke brought down for the sack. Josh Sweat the first to get there. He manhandled the Giants last week.
Well, it's just a great dip at the top of this thing right down here. Just going to get this unbelievable dip. There it is right here. Underneath with the rip and the dip, and then turning that tight hoop, turning that tight corner. That's what you're taught to do as a pass rusher. You can get underneath that offensive tackle, then dip underneath that, turn that tight corner, get yourself to the quarterback.
Heineke was sacked 8 times his last 2 starts. First of the day. Catch made just shy of the 20. That's McLaurin's 3rd reception. TJ Edwards meets him. And it brings up 3rd down now. Pressure. Able to escape. Heineke eyes downfield, zips it to the end zone, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Seals-Jones. Seals-Jones, and a cameraman is down. That looked no good for anybody. Anthony Harris was there in coverage. 4th down. Message from Progressive.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
Really appreciate you stepping into house sit. Everything should be pretty straightforward. Here's the keys. Let me show you inside. So each heater's on its own power grid, so you're just gonna have to throw the breakers each night. Tuesday's trash day. Just pull the dumpsters out the night before. Do you like dogs?
There are dogs?
There's a whole section of them. If you're gonna leave, remember to set the alarm. The code is 6.
Just 6?
Such a week-to-week league. Come on, Tampa and the Jets.
Slide to put it in the air. And Gainwell lets it go through the back of the end zone.
Oh, Darius Slay.
Now the cornerback in on offense. Not the first time this year. Goddard. Hurts. Tucks it. He becomes a runner. Jalen Hurts runs for a 1st down and more. And he slides in midfield. That ankle's looking all right today in the first half.
Man, you talk about man coverage. You got everything locked up on the back end. And watch Jalen Hurts. He sees that nothing's open. Man-to-man, single-high safety. Hey, everybody's got their back turned to me. Guess what I can do? I can run.
Well, tonight after football, it's the premiere of Gordon Ramsay's biggest cooking competition ever. 15 of the best chefs in America in a massive, get this, 3-story culinary gauntlet. Don't miss Next Level Chef premiering tonight after the NFL on Fox. You ever have a coach talk to you like Gordon Ramsay talks to fellow chefs? I'm sure you have.
That's how everybody used to talk back in the day. That's the way you were talked to. That was standard operating procedure. It's changed a little bit now.
That's how it was. 2nd and 10 now. The pass. And it's complete. Greg Ward. It's a rare catch for Ward that's not a touchdown. He has 4 catches entering today with 3 scores because of experienced COVID-like symptoms. So Washington to punt. And it's penned beautifully right there at the 5-yard line. Seconds away from the 2-minute warning. got the hit that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Smallwood with the carry, not going anywhere.
TV, what are you doing?
Just keeping track of my New Year's resolutions.
Give me one.
Watch more Verizon halftime shows.
You're in luck. We've got the Verizon halftime coming up.
Wow, you know what that means? Whatever I write down happens. Win the lotto! My pretty!
We'll see you at halftime.
Heineke lobs it out of bounds.
Manage this football game while playing aggressively. It's just been great.
The squib kick will take us to half. The give up the middle. Boston Scott plunges ahead.
They're running the ball well. They're in 3rd down and short, 3rd down and manageable, making the defense have to honor everything, the run and the pass.
A touchback will get things started for Jalen Hurts and Philadelphia here in the second half. Hurts 9 for 11, 116 yards. Made some nifty plays with his feet. I think this much we know about Hurts. The ankle that they've been very careful with. He missed a game, and then they were careful with him for the last 2. Looks like he is back to full strength.
Well, there's no question about that. He's moved exceptionally well. He's dodged some people that were sure sacks in the pocket and been able to not only scramble but make some plays with his arm down the football field once under duress. So he's really done a good job of managing this offensive system.
His leading receiver, Devontae Smith, 2 catches, 42 yards in the first half. On play action, they set up the tight end screen to Goddard. His 4th catch today is just shy. And Scott delivers a hit and falls forward for the first down. That was Cam Curl.
Man, for a small guy, I mean, one, leverage, and then just, you know what, they always talk about, don't be the hittee, be the hitter. Bam, right there. Just lower your shoulder.
Play action for Hurts, all kinds of time, eyes downfield, now checks down. It's Scott out of the backfield, catch and run for a first down. Cam Curl pushes him out of bounds. Scott busy on this opening drive.
Well, you're running deep routes. What ends up happening to you is the separation. As you get out here, there's so much separation down the football field from a north-south standpoint, but also side to side. And you just throw it out to Boston Scott.
Watkins in motion. Howard turns upfield and is brought down to the 40.
Well, there you go.
Hurts delivers a strike. Goddard leaves his feet and hauls it in. Takes a tumble and somehow is able to pop up and signal for the first down as they move the chains with one of the best tight ends in the game.
Right, little high-low, get the running back in the flat, affect the flat defender. That's exactly what you want to do. You see Jamin Davis right there, 52. He can't get enough depth because Boston Scott's underneath, which leaves that open for Goddard on the deep throw.
He caught a touchdown last week. Instead of blocking for one. On 3rd and 14, Hurts directing traffic. Still looking for a man downfield. And it's caught inside the 5. What a play to buy some time. Greg Ward's 2nd catch sets up 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Watch, I mean, it's all about avoiding the pressure first and foremost. Scrambling around, keeping drives alive. There's Ward just giving him a target down the football field. Watch this. Watch Ioannidis right there. Get his leg out there. Try to get a little subtle trip in. Jalen Hurts on the fly when he's scrambling around. deadly accurate with the football with those open windows.
Scored on 4th and goal earlier. Hurts is tripped, flips, dive, touchdown Boston Scott. His second today.
We're not worthy. We are not worthy. What a play. You're going to see his foot get stepped on. Jalen Hurts right there. Kelsey steps on it. The wherewithal, the presence of mind to be able to throw an accurate pitch out there to Boston Scott on the outside. Toss play. Come on. That's an amazing play.
Now the Houdini act has been in full effect today for Hurts. Elliott is on for the point after. All of a sudden, a 2-point game. Impressive opening drive to begin our second half by Philadelphia. Lengthy drive for Philadelphia to open up the second half, and it's capped off with Boston Scott's second touchdown of the day. Hurts impressive as well, 5 for 6 on the drive. They milked 7:39 and pull within 2.
So and that's how you open up the second half. Now, I mean, they've had some slow starts here the last 5 weeks. Their second half, they've been outstanding. Now, it's not the way to go into a playoffs, right? Struggling and only playing a half of football, but that's the way to start the third quarter right there if you're Philadelphia.
Sirianni started giving that halftime talk pregame.
Right, yeah. Switch it around a little bit.
Something's going on there. To the back of the end zone. New in 2022, Michael Cole has what's coming up on Friday Night SmackDown.
What's the fallout from WWE Day 1? And what's next for the Universal Champion Roman Reigns? Find out on the first SmackDown of the new year. It's an all-new Friday Night SmackDown, live this Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on Fox.
First half.
Patterson stuffed by Hargrave, the rookie running back. Getting a full workload today. 14 passes to 9 different receivers. He's set to pass here. And he completes. He finds McLaurin, his 5th catch today, and Anthony Harris greets him immediately.
Well, Anthony Harris just sitting back in zone. He's just going to come across the field right here. That's how you get it to his hands quickly, and watch him just trigger on this. Beautiful hit. Stopping that for a short gain. Go ahead and celebrate that. Yeah, go ahead. Flex on him. Yeah. Get excited. You should be excited. It's a good football play.
7th-year pro out of Virginia. Washington fantastic on third down in the first half. Heineke pressure, and he's brought down for the sack at the 20. Josh Sweat again. It's his second today.
Well, this sack is really created by inside pressure. 57 TJ Edwards, as he blitzes, it doesn't give Taylor Heineke an escape route up the middle. Watch right here. He can't come up the middle, so he's got to stay back. Now that gives Sweat the edge to go get Heineke because there's nowhere to step up. Really created. That's not doesn't go on the stat sheet. It's how you affect the game without being on a stat sheet. That's 57 TJ Edwards.
First punt today from Ryan Winslow. Jalen Reagor calls for the fair catch. This Philadelphia defense finally brings out the punting team for Washington as Josh Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Oh, we looked out on the weather today. Temperatures in the low 60s and dry. Cloud cover overhead. Third quarter. Pretty clear line of demarcation for Philadelphia this season as they went 2-5 over the first 7. They've won 6 of their last 8, and the ground game has nearly doubled, 204 yards per game. The defense has come up stiff as well.
Yeah, no question about it. Once they could start controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the time of possession, it took pressure off that defense, and that's really what's created this run for Philadelphia here in the last 6-8 weeks.
Jalen Hurts back up on the field after orchestrating an impressive opening touchdown drive to begin the second half. Scott breaks an ankle tackle. Scott The spin cycle, first down run, and Philly's second drive is looking as promising as its first.
Man, how about all the misdirection, and here he comes. He's 5'6", fearless. Little spin cycle, like you said. Down the sideline, yeah, get excited about it. And this is what Philadelphia is. This is the run game, the versatility of the run game. That's how they're constructed. That's what they got to lean on.
It's the most run-heavy offense in the league. They lead the league averaging 163 yards per game. They've got a chance to break an all-time Philadelphia rushing record today, in fact. The pump, the pass. DeAndre Carter signaling for the fair catch. They're coming off their first 3 and out, and now a penalty.
False start. Offense, number 77. Half the distance to the goal line. Replay first down.
Now it's open.
On the ground with Patterson, he is met and stood up and pushed back. TJ Edwards, now since his playing time increased 8 games ago, he has simply been one of the most productive linebackers in the league.
Yeah, he really ties the front end of the defense and the back end together. He is Jonathan Gannon, the defensive coordinator. He's his kind of eyes, his voice, his ears on the football field. And they basically said, you are our full-time 3-down linebacker. You're in charge out there. And he has just been, such a productive player. He's only had 2 missed tackles since week 8. The guy's been phenomenal.
3rd year undrafted pro out of Wisconsin. Heineke, and that looked like he got deflected. He was looking for Williams. That's up 3rd and long.
Is that Josh Sweat again out there off the edge? Right here, just getting his hand up at the last second, getting the fingers on it. Yep, there it is, Sweat. Boy, he's having an effective game off the edge, hasn't he? Pressured the quarterback, gotten the sack. Now he got the tip ball.
A couple of sacks for number 94, who had a monster game last week against New York as well. 3rd and long now. Final minutes of the 3rd quarter. Heineke is brought down inside the 15. Jannard Avery coming through for the big sack.
Well, I tell you what, 58 just coming off Avery, coming up and just being so physical, because what they're going to run is they're going to run a little game right here. And watch him just take the center out right there, Ishmael, and then get off that block, get Heineke around the waist. But boy, I tell you what, that inside pressure, just creating a new line of scrimmage and having the hands to get off of that, really nicely done by Avery.
Heineke sacked 8 times his last 2 starts, his 3rd time being sacked today. Keeping up that average, unfortunately, for his sake. Rager pushed out of bounds. Under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter. Heineke suddenly very much under pressure here in the 2nd half. If we could, we would. Howard busts through. 1st down run, Jordan Howard. On 1st and 20, Hurts. Catch is made, Devontae Smith. 3rd grab for the rookie out of Alabama.
But Devontae Smith, he's just been out there running those individual routes, the comebacks, the posts. Gets one again. Drives the corner off the ball, comes back to it for the catch.
It's a 2-point game here in Landover as we make our way to the 4th quarter. Playoff implications on the line today. And the Eagles piled up nearly 520 yards of offense. Washington's D much stingier today, however. Hurts calls his own number on 2nd and 6. Hurts right near the line to gain before he's met. That was Cole Holcomb. Gainwell, the running back. They give to Gainwell. He's got plenty for the 1st down. Now, if you're still thinking about a shot, Devontae Smith, bottom of your screen. Over the middle, extension, and the catch is made by Goddard. Cam Curl came over to officially mark him down. It's a first down catch for the tight end.
Well, I mean, it's just a throwback, an automatic throwback, but under duress, it's a little errant throw. You put that on the money, and there's nothing you can see but wide open grass to the pylon.
Hurts over the middle, leaping catch is made, but shy. Quez Watkins hauls it in. Elliott having a career year. And from 42, he's good. Carter brings it out. He took one to the house earlier this year against Atlanta. He is crunched at the 20. Great special teams tackle there. That's Jacoby Stevens activated today. Heineke on play action. They set up the screen. Tight end screen to Bates. And Bates just picks up a couple.
Big story, Antonio Brown took his jersey off, left the field, threw his shirt and his gloves into the stands. It was reported that Mike Evans tried to calm him down to no avail. He went into the locker room, Bucks down by 7.
You think it was something other than just showing off a six-pack?
Did he know the game was still going on? I don't know what's going on there.
We'll find out more later. Incomplete, too tall, tight coverage. McLaurin. Long developing play. They set up the screen to Williams, and the Eagles were ready for it. Javon Hargrave.
Boy, this had no chance from the start, and it's all these guys up front. Watch them just read. They fill it. Hargrave comes underneath. He's right there. They're running a little game inside. That's one of the things defenses try to do. They try to guess correctly, and they want to run that game inside back into where they think that screen is going. Excellent call by Jonathan Gannon.
Empty set for Heineke. He completes right back towards the original line of scrimmage. Adam Humphrey's second catch. Singleton, the linebacker, was right there.
Well, he's just sitting in his zone right there, waiting for that crossing route. Here he is. Watch him drop back in here. Just keep his eyes. The inside, he feels that quarterback. He sees that throw coming to Humphreys. His trigger on it. Again, the angles, right? Staying outside in, forcing that receiver back into where your help is. So important.
3rd and long for Heineke in Washington. Complete. McLaurin trying to fight his way, but he's well short of the first down. And there is Maddox once again, the man who got flagged for the PI, gets the tackle on 3rd down.
Really nice effort by Maddox on the tackle. Wrap up around there. That hand on the hip. Now you use your body to kind of gator roll that thing into the sideline. Puts him in this 4th down.
Now 7 catches now for McLaurin. They haven't been able to get him to break free much at all. 4th and 5. Just inside Philly territory. Dropped. Looking for the rookie Dax Milne. There's Maddox once again. Washington, Avonte Maddox. A big defensive series for Avonte Maddox as Washington turns it over on downs. Boston Scott. Scott with room to run, tripped up shy of the first down. Good run on first. It's Kendall Fuller there on the tackle. A couple of touchdown runs today for Boston Scott. Less than a foot. First under center, quarterback sneak, and he lunges forward easily for the first down.
It's not a bad play, right? Quarterback sneak, get behind 6'8", 380-pound Mailata. Let that guy lean on people. Love that dude, man. He is really, I mean, you just think about him, how big he is, but how athletic that guy is at 6'8", 380.
A native of Australia, never played American football, was a star rugby player, and just an absolute behemoth. A big cog in this incredibly athletic and talented offensive line for the Eagles. Fresh set of downs. Howard turns it upfield. Howard, hard run. He churns. Good gain on first down. All of a sudden, this ground game for Philadelphia is starting to get some traction in the second half.
Yeah, and you know what? The combination, now we're just going 18 handoff stretch. Watch hit, and then watch him work up to the second level here. Bam, and now up to the second level on the safety. That's Cam Curl, and just keep driving your feet, driving those feet, taking them off to the sideline.
You make those feet sound like they're moving even faster than they are out there.
I'm telling you what, sometimes you got to get out there and out athletical your opponent. I know that's not a word, but it sounded good at the time.
Hey, we're all here for that. 2nd and 3. They stick with the ground game. Howard falls forward for a first down. Under 4 to play. Eagles by 1, milking clock. Hey, we'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. We got to talk.
Yeah, it turns out you guys give everyone great rates.
I'm aware. Well, then how come this entire time we've been calling it the Patrick price?
I've literally never called it that.
Yeah, you call it the Rogers rate, which is cool. But it's a pretty inaccurate name when Stevie gets it, too.
We offer great rates to fit anyone's budget.
You should just say that next time.
It's the first time I heard about it.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Enormous 3rd and 5 coming here for this Eagles offense at the 23. 2:32 remaining. First pass play of the drive. Hurts, pressure. Rager, 41, to extend the Philadelphia lead. And Elliott is good again. He is hit from 41 and from 42, and he gives the Eagles a 20-16 lead with 2:21 to play. Coming up next, it's America's Game of the Week as Kyler Murray and the Cardinals take on Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, or the Lions battle the Seahawks, or Panthers Saints. Check local listings for the game in your area right here on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Well, this is how an NFC East matchup's supposed to end, right? 2:21. You got 2 timeouts if you're Washington. It's time to see if you can do and execute like you did in that first half.
Well, Sirianni's offense has come to life since halftime. On first down, ball deflected at the line.
I don't know where he was. I think he was going to the drive to 17 McLaren, but right there you see McLaren right wide open on the crossing route. That's Williams jumping up, timing that perfectly. He felt how quick that ball was going to get out, stopped his pass rush, got his hands in the passing lane. It's just situational football, situational awareness.
Deflected again, looking for Smallwood. Josh Sweat has had himself another monster performance today. That's the second deflection.
Well, Sweat right here, and you're going to see him come up here. I mean, just understand, you're not blocked. You see the blitz coming, get your hands in the air. You know pressure. If you're a defensive lineman, we're bringing pressure. What does it mean? It means the ball's got to get out quick.
The rookie's second catch today. We have reached the 2-minute warning. A good one, as expected, in Landover. Washington down 4. Heineke having a dance. Doesn't get his legs into it, throws, and it's complete. able to find Smallwood out of the backfield. Maddox on the coverage. Washington marching down the field.
Great job, Sims getting up off that catch, running down, setting the ball down.
Heineke wasting no time for the boundary. What a catch! No, they say incomplete. It was Cam Sims again. Steven Nelson on the tight coverage.
I think as he goes up to catch, just watch his hand come down. I think the hand comes down out of bounds. Right there. Out of bounds on the hand.
On the other end of things, Scott Turner calling the plays for Washington.
Well, remember, the entire field is open here. You don't have a timeout, but you can throw it in the middle of the football field. You just got to rally up and spike the ball to stop the clock.
First and 10 from the 20. Heineke looking end zone, and it is intercepted by Rodney McLeod. Consecutive weeks for a pick.
Interception and touchback. First down.
Well, great in and out underneath coverage. There's the over route. You're going to see Harris on the inside take underneath. He knows he's got a safety over the top. Did McLeod keep that? Did he get his hands underneath?
All turnovers reviewed. This should be a good angle. Or not.
Yeah, can't really see with the helmet in the way right there.
Looking for the rookie tight end, John Bates. McLeod, who had a pick last week, comes with a critical takeaway here.
The depth of this defensive secondary, whether it's Avonte Maddox making plays, Anthony Harris on the cut underneath coverage there, Rodney McLeod making the interception at the end, Marcus Epps, they play four guys, Kayvon Wallace, five guys in that defensive safety rotation, nickelback rotation, all those guys contributing so far today. It looks like the feet got tangled up. I think that's where Bates went down. And look at the hands underneath. I don't see any movement on that ball. That's, to me, as I understand the rule, that's a catch. Boy, you wish some of your receivers had ball skills like that, don't you?
Tremendous catch.
Ruling on the field, stands is called. First down.
And it is an interception for McLeod. And Nick Sirianni all smiles now. This Philly defense has shut down Washington's offense since halftime. 2 punts, turnover on downs, and now the critical interception with just seconds remaining.
Complimentary football. You struggle in the first half, you make your adjustments. Offense struggles in the first half, they make their adjustments. You come out here and dominate a second half. That's winning football.
Sirianni cheering on the Eagles fans who have made the trek to Landover. And one of the league's hottest teams, the Philadelphia Eagles, their playoff hopes still very much alive. Meanwhile, the playoff dreams for Washington end today. Coming up next, it's the State Farm Game Break right now.
Welcome to the State Farm Game Break Show.
Not all wins are going to be double digit. I know we've been the norm of that here lately, but it feels good to win one like this, right? Yeah! This team just keeps fighting. You're up 20, you fight. You're down 7, you fight. It just keeps fighting. That's who we are. We're tough. We're nasty. We're physical. That's who we are. And we know who we are. And that's going to serve us well going into this next portion of our season, right? Hey, this is the one time I'll say this to you. Enjoy this tonight. Enjoy this one tonight. All right, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. Right? We'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm watching as a fan tonight. All right, I'm watching some of those games as a fan tonight. I know we can't control it, but I'm watching. Unreal. You should be proud of yourselves.
Look, we see everything we overcome, man. We know we control everything we can do. And 91 said it last night. I'm about to give about the play. I'm about to give who make the play, right? And Rod came in today. He made a big time play with the league. Hey, straight and grit, straight and perseverance, man, through all the whole season. We're gonna keep this going. Eagles on 3.